You killed my brother Jarrett, remember? Then y'all ran off like cowards before I could find you. Well, now you're gonna come find me. Unless you want all of Colorado to hear me kill a bunch of innocent folk, 'cause you was too chicken to save them. Got a whole family trapped in their homestead. About 3 generations worth. Now, if you don't want them to be the next to die and the day you lose your blood, you better come up north and take their place. Real funny, Rangers. Real fucking funny. I caught one before they all got in the door. Well, how do you like their jokes? The rest of them go when I get bored, Rangers. So you better hurry, 'cause I was born restless.
Come in, November 1. Receiving an urgent distress call in your area. Patching it through.
This is Arapahoe 44. We're pinned down on 25 south of Colorado Springs. 2 escorts killed, and these motherfuckers are circling back. Oh, fuck! Here they come! Oh,
44! Are you there, 44? The Rangers will get somebody to your location right away. Copy? 44! Do you copy? Lost contact. You heard them, November. And listen, this isn't just any convoy. A44 is hauling new power armor for the Marshals. It is. The Patriarch will expect us to make recovering that power armor our highest priority. Get there fast, and you should be able to save that cargo. Over and out.
Up, old lady. We just want to talk.
We can talk through the door just fine.
You also want to steal all your shit, maybe. Cut you a little.
Know what? I think I'll keep the door closed.
Thanks for the help, strangers. We ain't seen a scrap like that in, what, 10 years?
12, I reckon. But where's our manners? My name's Avy Hoon. And this here, you strangers saved our whole family from those bushwhackers. Except for poor Dee. Who are you folks anyway?
That right. You do look mighty official.
Tell you what, we ain't got much money, but we got more bullets stashed than we'll ever need. Back when we were young, we were always saving for the next shootout.
That ain't near enough for saving our lives, but maybe it'll help keep you safe. Questions? Okay, let's hear them. Never even heard of them. We get some strange folk up here, and other things that ain't folk at all. But I don't recall any Dorseys.
They're one of the original 100 families, Mr. Hoon, from down in Colorado Springs. We thought they'd been wiped out, but they've been hiding all these years.
Huh. I thought the 100 families was high class. Them folks was not high class. Sure is. You've got a good eye.
That gun was handmade by our son, Alistair, back when he joined the Patriarch's Marshals. Being a Hoon, he figured he could make a better rifle than the standard issue. And as you could see, he was right. Didn't save him, though. Some yahoo shot him down while he was trying to break up a fight. The gun's all we have left of him, so we like to keep it close.
Alistair Hoon. I remember him. Nice fella. Helped train me to shoot.
Been a few years now. Still proud of him, even though he's gone.
I miss my brother Alistair. When's he coming home?
I asked my mother if she'd let me have Dee Dee's corpse. She said no.
You guys whooped those Dorseys, yeah! I was covering the back door the whole time. I would have saved you guys if they tried to sneak up behind you.
What a cute little fella you got there. I ain't never seen a real cat before, except in old picture books.
I like his taste in hats. Was that a cat thing, wearing hats? Major, that little fella is your commanding officer? You Rangers sure are unconventional folks.
Maybe I can rustle him up some chow. You like beets, little fella? How about some nice cabbage? He don't seem much interested. I guess he ain't hungry right now. Hear that, Angus? The toaster was fixable.
I knew that. Just didn't feel like eating toast. But thanks, strangers. Appreciate it. Mostly by hunting game and growing crops in the greenhouse. Before the deluge of fire, folks say there were all kinds of good things to eat. Now, all we got is beets, mushrooms, and cabbage.
They have broccoli down in the city, and parsnips, too. What we wouldn't give for a decent parsnip.
A good man. He's kept Colorado alive for 50 years. Some folks might have gripes against him, but we don't pay him no mind.
We're old enough to remember the bad times before the Patriarch. Raiders, thieves, and wild men everywhere. That all stopped when the Patriarch took charge. Well, until those Dorseys showed up at our door. If you're ever up this way again, stop in and say hello. You're always welcome round here.
Hey, Rangers, you tell your daddy the Patriarch that we robbed this convoy and got his marshal's power armor. Looks good on us, too. See you soon, Rangers. We got Colorado Springs in our sights. Oh, and we were very respectful of the
fruits plentiful. Bring us your wealthy, your rich, your full purses. And if you can't afford it, just stay away. This has been a Monster Army production.
This is DJ RIP, bringing you another Monster Army Jam. This one is for all the lonely hearts out there. At least it's still in your chest, for now. Ow!
I was working in the lab, maybe.
Oye, amigos! Es un show at the Clown Museum in Arriba! Take the tour, then visit El Big Top and learn what it really means to be a clown. Children under 10 are free. We can't get enough of those cabronitos. Arriba, los payasos!
Madam, please. I assure you, your bazaar shopping experience is completely safe.
You may have folks fooled, Amanda, but not me. I know something is fishy here, and I'm leaving.
Shame. Ah, over here, friends. Welcome. Salutations and assorted felicitations. Welcome to the bazaar, the marketplace of the unusual. I've not seen you here before. Know this, the bazaar can be found underneath our feet, buried by layers of snow. Access is restricted to the lucky few who possess an entrance pass. You can purchase an entrance pass at the door from our esteemed hosts, the Monster Army. Or, if you lack the funds, simply find an established merchant to vouch for you. Oh, a misunderstanding, I assure you. There have been some troubles in the bazaar of late. But nothing our esteemed hosts, the Monster Army, can't resolve. I assure you, inside the bazaar awaits a satisfying and secure shopping experience. Up the ramp, you'll find the door to the bazaar, covered by a vehicle. My name is Ananda Rabindranath, Manorite missionary, merchant, and your humble servant. I was assigned to answer any questions you may have. Felicitations. It is simple. To get inside, you need an entrance pass. You can purchase one at the door, or find an established bazaar merchant to vouch for you. Any bazaar merchant. Of course, they are usually found inside the bazaar, not out here. In the encampment behind me, you could find some hopefuls looking to get in. Perhaps if you can aid them, they can aid you. Would that I could, but we are limited in how often we can vouch for outsiders. In theory, yes. But those of us who have a pass tend to safeguard it with our lives, so it is highly unlikely you would get to use another person's pass. I have heard of people giving their entrance passes to family members. Perhaps you have a rich uncle. Occasionally people disappear in the nearby ruins, and strangers acquire their pass. I'm sure I don't need to say this behavior is most untrustworthy and impolite. I can only hope I will have the answers you seek. It is common wisdom to keep one's mouth shut when one lacks courteous things to say. Truly, I find the very idea of smuggling people revolting. With that said, if I were a less discreet person, I'd suggest that you drive out to the old parking garage down the road to the north. Who knows? You may find your answers there. Ah, I thank you. It is a pleasure to meet people of taste, a true rarity in these uncivilized lands. I endeavored to provide the teachings of Mr. Manners to those inside the bazaar. Alas, they seem to prefer that I spread the good word out here instead. A folly, I think. But who am I to question our gracious hosts? You do seem like people of refined taste, without a doubt. But a man of class does not abandon his employer at an inopportune moment. I don't wish to speak out of turn, but this is a dangerous time for the bazaar. Friends, go inside, speak to Mr. Jacob Martin, or as others call him, Flab. When the bazaar is safe again, my conscience will be clear, and I will be most pleased to join you. Then I will endeavor to supply more answers. Ah, true cosmopolites, I see. Indeed, a Mannerite is one of the rare few fortunate enough to operate under the auspice of Mr. Manners, proponent of good behavior in these ugly times. Most of us reside in Angel Oracle, but I chose to travel and spread the word. We Mannerites believe that poise is only second to godliness. To live is to comport oneself with exquisite grace. If you're curious, I'd be more than happy to supply a copy of our holiest scripture, the Book of Nauseatingly Correct Manners. May it help you as much as it did me, and find your path to a life of civility. Of course. Our immediate environs are a safe area, protected by the monster army. Wander outside these confines, and safety is not guaranteed. I can't tell you more, as I've never ventured out there myself. They are the organization in charge of the bazaar. I've heard tales that once they were truly a monstrous gang, spreading fear all throughout Colorado. I'm happy to tell you that their current incarnation is much more sophisticated and civilized, though they have a ways to go. They are led by Mr. Jacob Martin, colloquially known as Flab the Inhaler, a man who has truly embraced his position and leads this place with panache. I do wish he had a better tailor, though. You can find him inside the bazaar proper, as he rarely ventures outside. I can only hope I will have the answers you seek. Naturally, I have a variety of goods for sale that could suit your needs. But let's not barter out here in the cold. Join me in the warmth and security of our encampment. This way, friends.
Where the hell do you think you're going? This area is off limits to anyone not part of our organization, and you definitely don't look like anyone I know. I strongly suggest you egress to a rosier neighborhood. You copy? Fine. The name's Stenerud. In case the Patriarch hasn't noticed, there's hundreds of refugees who are desperate to get into his city. So desperate they'll pay me everything they have. Now, I've got no particular quarrel with you, but I'm not stopping, and I'm not negotiating. So if you come any closer, this is a firefight. Stenerud out.
Gotta hand it to you. Takes a lot of gumption, or a hell of a lot of stupidity to ignore my warnings and stroll into my camp. Unfortunately for you, I got the numbers advantage and the high ground. It's all over for you. Boys, you know what to do.
Out here.
Leave us in here! Who are you? Did Mama Cotter send you?
We're not smugglers. We're their cargo. Those bastards promised they'd get us to Colorado Springs, but they took everything we had as payment. Mama Cotter set everything up. She arranged for the smugglers to pick us up here and sneak us into the city. She was going to meet us at the gate and find us beds and food. We're refugees, every one of us, driven off our land by the Plains gangs. Now we're stuck here with no food, but we'll probably freeze before we starve. We need transport to Colorado Springs or we're dead. We need to find someone who can carry all of us to the city, and soon. We're not going to last out here.
To the city? Oi, Daisy's gonna love that.
I've heard that merchant caravans stop at the bazaar. Maybe one of them could help us. But the monster army won't let us into the bazaar, and we don't have any money to pay for transport. You're the only hope we have. If we're stuck here much longer, I doubt we'll survive. We'll wait here and try to keep warm.
You'd think with
You
all these
promised to
people
buy me a
waiting
new
to
coat
get
when you
in,
get
the
inside,
bazaar would
remember?
be amazing. You'd think.
I bet it's warm and cozy inside the bazaar.
Hi. Hey there. Hi. Yeah, I'm Paris. Trying to get into the bazaar to sell my dyes. Same as you, I imagine. The getting into the bazaar part, not the dyes. Unless you do dyes, which is totally cool by me if you do. Hi. I'm trying to become a licensed merchant in the bazaar. The Monster Army says I gotta make a dye the exact color of blood, which is hard, because everyone's got an opinion, but no one can agree on the hue. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about dyes, huh? It'd be just peaches if you could help. I could even pay you, a little at least. My dye table is right over there. Decoration, I suppose? Or, I don't know, really. I didn't think to ask, to be honest. Them? They're hoping someone would sell them an entrance pass or help them get inside. The bazaar's got this code, you see. Unless you're a big shot Flab can't do without, you're not allowed to come in. Anyhow... Flab's, the leader of the bazaar. He's a big guy, which is why everyone calls him Flab, you know? It's kinda mean, but Flab doesn't seem to mind, so whatever. I guess. Yeah. So long.
Ah, new hopeful souls looking to enter the bazaar? Speak to the doorman, outside and up the ramp. Me? No. Like I said before, go up the ramp outside this encampment and speak to the doorman. He can tell you everything you need to know. Or talk to Ananda, right over there. This encampment is for hopefuls, lambs looking to get into the bazaar, but not yet in possession of an entrance pass. The Monster Army keeps this place safe. This? You must not be from around here. This is the traditional garb of the Monster Army Mashers. It inspires fear throughout Colorado for decades. You really haven't heard of us? Travel safely, little lambs.
Felicitations. Outside the bazaar? No. They find the comfort and warmth of the interior more welcoming between trips. I'd try the fountain bar inside. I think Mr. Jones might be around. Ah, such a polite sentiment. Thankfully, Mr. Manners teaches us to always have a spare suit. I could not leave a fellow civilized soul in dire need. Here, take my spear. I shall fashion myself another. But of course.
I'm just the greaser. Use the intercom if you're looking to get inside.
A lamb stands at the door. What sacrifice do they bring to the door of monsters? The lambs speak. You know what? You asked me a straight question. Let's forget about the lamb nonsense. The bazaar lies beneath your feet, covered by decades of snow. The only way in is through the gate beneath this RV. The only people who can open this gate, we, the Monster Army. If you want to get in here, you need to do one of two things. Buy an entrance pass, or get an established bazaar merchant to vouch for you. Sometimes we let Colorado's most famous in, but it's been years since such an exception was made. Huh, that's nice. Doesn't mean shit to me, but I'm happy for you. More than it should, honestly. But that's what happens when one party has a monopoly on supply. Sorry. Anyway. Then you don't come in. This door is controlled from the inside, so you're stuck out there until you get your pass. Stay warm.
Hola, mamón. Bienvenidos to Dr. Smile's orthodontic practice. Think of me as your friendly dental dilettante, a cultivator of cuspids. Do you have an appointment for full teeth extraction service? Ah, delightful! A fellow connoisseur. Don't fret, cuspids are my favorite, but I'll gladly take all your teeth. Now, you have an appointment, yes? Yes, of course. I was in the middle of some work on the previous corpse, but that can wait.
Sorry, Psycho. Nobody messes with my pearly whites. They're my best feature.
It's not every day we get visitors with teeth like yours. They'll fetch quite the price once I rip them out of your mouth.
Enemies pacified.
The lamb stands. Ah, you again. You do? I should probably ask how you got that. But honestly, I don't really care. They don't pay me enough. I tell you, if you got a pass, that's good enough for me. Right. In you come. Behave yourselves, my little lambs.
Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy.
Always good to see a Wesson. Thanks to the Patriarch, this stretch of land from Denver in the north to Steeltown in the south is pretty safe to travel. You'll find richer opportunities the further you venture out, but it'll also come with more risks. I could tell you more, but truth be told, the only way to know the land is to travel it. You look well equipped and competent. Just head out and see what you can learn. I see. Not my usual line of business, but I don't see why not. My normal rates would apply for a one-way transport. Could you please take that away? I don't like ducks. What? It's worse than I thought. Please, I need a moment. Oh, Lord, please, no ducks. Fine. How about a discount? No problem. I'll make sure they're part of my next caravan run to Colorado Springs. I'll send someone to collect them right now. Just my services as a caravan master. I organize caravans to get people, goods, and livestock from one place to another. But I don't sell goods myself. These lands near Colorado Springs are pretty safe, but still lots of people need help getting around, especially if you want to range further than that. So long.
The hell do you want from Mama Carter? Maybe so. Where are those refugees now? Shit. I knew I shouldn't have trusted those assholes, but they were the only ones who'd deal with me. Guess I know why they're so flexible on their price. Nah, I owe you for keeping those refugees safe. Ain't nobody else around here who's willing to lift a finger for them. So, what's it gonna be, You know I was breaking the city's law, conspiring with smugglers and all that. You gonna haul me in?
She'll be safe in the Ranger lockup. Reyes would want her in jail. He's a powerful man to have as a friend. And the Rangers could use some powerful friends.
Well, am I under arrest?
You don't know Mama so well. She ain't gonna stop helping those folks no matter what anyone says.
That's good. Real good. I'll start looking for some new smugglers.
You mean we'll start looking, right, Mama?
No. I'm sending 3 of you boys to work for these Rangers. You're damn good at fixing cars. I want you to help out around their garage. Whatever orders they give you, follow them. They're fine people, and we owe them. And you Rangers, take care of my boys. They're better mechanics than they are conversationalists. And they'll keep your trucks roaring like mountain lions. Hope they'll be a big help to you. Bobby, Jesse, Jimmy, gather up your things. You're working for the Rangers now. You're fine folks, Rangers. Full law keepers. Now, I won't forget how you helped us out.
Wish I could join the Rangers too, but someone's got to take care of Mama.
Really? And what did his wife say?
I heard you were speaking to some people at the refugee camp. Do you have any news? I can't say I'm not disappointed. I'd hoped you'd have more foresight than this. You may think you're helping the refugees, but you're not. If they keep coming, this whole city will starve. Unless it tears itself apart first. Idealism is easy. Finding real solutions is hard. I hope your naivete hasn't doomed my city. Good day to you. Our business is done, Rangers. I wish it had turned out differently.
Oh, Lord, please, no ducks. Fine, fine. How about a discount?